Okay, I'm still going to use these steps in this example. So I'm going to have to find the equation of line through 2 points, find the equation perpendicular to that one, find the intersection. So where do those 2 lines intersect by setting them equal? And then I'm going to use that intersection point and the point that was not on the line to begin with and find the distance between them. Okay, so here's our example that we're going to deal with. Okay, I've got the actual graph there to help you see what's going on. So I need to write my equation for line L that uses the points -5, 3. So -5, 3, and 4, -6. That is this line right here that we're talking about. I want to find the equation of that line. Okay, and then the point that's not on the line, that is this point, P. Okay, so I'm trying to find the distance between those. And we could actually find the point of intersection just by looking at that graph, but I want to show you how to do it algebraically, which will yield better results and better understanding if we can do it this way. So, first thing we need to do is we need to find slope between these 2 points. So we're going to find that. We use this formula, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. We're going to go -6 minus 3 over 4 minus -5. And when you reduce all this, it's going to be -9 over 9, which equals a slope of -1. Again, pick either one of the 2 lines, or either one of the points, and you're going to use this equation of a line again. I'm going to use the 3, -5. Why? I don't know. I'm just picking it. So I've got y minus 3 equal to my slope, which we just found was -1, times x minus -5, which is the same thing as plus 5. So I'll go ahead and write plus 5. And then we're going to simplify it. So then we've got y minus 3 equals -x minus 5. And then finally we have to add 3 over. So when we add 3, we're going to get y equals -x minus 2. Okay, I'm going to put a nice star next to it because I'm going to need that equation. Okay, and then step 2 says write an equation perpendicular to L going through the point 2, 4. Well, if I come back up to my graph, I'm really asking for what is the equation of this line now that I just drew in purple. What is going to be the equation of that line? Okay, so I'm going to use that starred equation. I'm going to come up with a perpendicular slope. The slope of this line up here is -1. Perpendicular to that is just going to be a positive 1. -1 is the same thing as -1 over 1. Well, flipping the fraction is still going to be 1 over 1. It's just going to change it from a negative to a positive. So my perpendicular slope is going to be 1. And the point that I want to use is 2, 4. And again, I'm going to use this equation of line and put it into slope-intercept form. So I'm going to go y minus 4 equal to my slope times x minus 2. And I'm going to simplify it. Y minus 4 equals x minus 2. Multiplying by 1 doesn't do much. And then I'm going to add 4 over to the other side. So y equals x plus 2. And I'm going to put a nice star next to him. Step 3 is to solve the systematic equation. So now I want to know where do those points intersect. And that they're calling up here is this point. Okay, so I'm looking for that point given my 2 starred equations. So I'm going to rewrite them. Y equals x plus 2 and y equals -x minus 2, I believe was what it was. Yep. And I'm going to set those 2 things equal to each other. So I've got x plus 2 equals a -x minus 2. I'm going to add x to both sides, which will get me 2x. And then I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides, which will get me -4. Divide by 2, that's going to give me x equals -2. So there's going to be the x value of my point. Now I got to find my y value. My y value, I'm just going to plug into either one of these, because y is equal to them. I'm going to use the top one, It has less negatives, they're both positive. So I'm going to take and I'm going to plug it in. So y equals negative 2 plus 2, which comes out to y equaling 0. So the point that I came up with, my intersection point, is negative 2, sorry, this should be a negative 2, comma 0. And I'm going to put a nice star next to here. So now I have my 2 points. My intersection point was negative 2, 0, that was this one, and this one. Those are the 2 points I'm trying to find the distance between. So I'm using the points 2, 4, and negative 2, 0, using the distance formula. The distance formula, x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. And then we'll plug in our values. So I got big square root, x sub 2, let's go negative 2 minus 2 squared plus 0 minus 4 squared. We'll simplify it. That's going to get me negative 2 minus 2, that's negative 4, and negative 4 squared, that's 16, turns it positive. Anything squared turns it positive. Plus, same thing, negative 4 squared, that's going to be 16. So my distance is going to be the square root of 32. You can plug that into your calculators if you like and get a decimal. I'm just going to leave it as a square root. It's a perfectly good distance and answer for me.